Hey everyone, we're back. We're here.
Finally.
We've taken some time off. We've had busyness. We both have
Yes.
seniors and
Graduated.
graduated, and but now we got to get ready for college. So yeah, it's all the things, all the
Who would have
craziness.
thunk it? College. Ugh.
I I
Like
know.
I still remember. Well, I remember my college graduation. I do remember going on campus and all the foolishness that came along with it. But
Oh
like, I don't feel like I'm old enough to have the kids to be at that stage.
yeah, I am definitely. I'll be 40 this year, so I definitely feel that. I'm
Oh,
like,
oh, no, no. I got a couple years on you.
I'm, I'm like empty nester before 40. So
Listen, you did it right.
it was
You did it
hard,
right.
but
Hmm.
it was, but yeah, so we decided we should probably jump on a live because we one haven't done one in a while, and two, we have a masterclass coming up and we want everyone to know about it. It is June 27th. That's a
Hmm.
Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And
5
I
p.m.
don't know.
Pacific.
Okay, I was going to say, Tracy, you better help me with that because that's too many time zones. I don't know. I don't even know what mountain time is. I don't know. Just figure that out. If you're in those time zones, you can figure that out.
Hmm. Hmm. I want to
Oh,
say I think mountain it goes like hour increments, right? So Eastern is the 8 p.m. Your Central, which is an hour
yeah.
behind that. Mountain,
Hmm.
I think, is an hour behind that, and then you have the Pacific. I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I believe
Okay.
that's how it. At least I think that's how it goes in my mind. So
That would make sense.
feel free to
Well,
correct us
yeah,
in the comments.
yeah. I mean,
But
all I know is Eastern and Central, and then I lean on you for the Pacific.
okay.
So we have our caffeine. We're ready to go for this
Yes.
chat.
Yes.
I have my
Yes.
Coke Zero. I don't know if people
Snowflake.
know about this, but I'm addicted to Coke Zero and coffee. So I have Starbucks and Coke Zero, and um like I am really addicted to Coke Zero. Like
Oh
that's my
no.
thing. I'll get a big Coke Zero for
Mm-hmm.
fountain, and it's
Mm-hmm.
from the gas station. If you are from the Midwest, you know what QT is.
Mm-hmm.
Quick Trip, not the K Quick Trip, but it's the Q Quick Trip. And they have the best fountain soda. And so anyway, we have our caffeine ready to go. We're going to talk
Yep.
about our master class, and as Tracy said, if you have any questions or want to correct us on time zones, put it in the chat and we will answer.
Yes. Yes. We shall. But um I know we always do our chit chat. We always do our chit chat
Well, that's what
before
makes
we
it
delve
fun.
into it. I know. I don't feel like we need to do the overly. So sorry if y'all see me looking out. I'm actually pulling one
Yep.
of those Benita. Oh shoot, what was her name from In Living Color, where she always sat in the window and like knew everybody's business.
Yep.
I'm pulling one of
Hmm.
those. So
Yeah.
even though sometimes I don't feel old enough to have a child going off to university, I sure definitely have my auntie ways where I'm just like, "What you doing? What's
You have
going
your
on?"
coffee. Are you in a rocking chair right now? And
I wish. I wish. That's going to be my next investment. One of those gliders where you
do
just
you have
kind
a
of.
front porch that
I
you can
do.
sit on?
I
Okay.
do. Let me see. I don't know if y'all can see. If I turn it, see, you see
Oh
the
my gosh.
street, and I have the
So,
porch like
yep.
right there.
Yeah. So, don't walk past Patrice Tisdale's house because you might end up on our live, or she's stalking you, and she's
Listen, remember I said I'm all in your business, right? That's part of my strategy.
she's like, this person walks every day at this time and this time because you're an attorney, so you have to be very, detail
I'm
oriented. And you're like,
astute.
why is this person always doing this and this?
I'm very observant. Should something go down in the neighborhood, at least in this little corner, I'm going to know. And as you said, if it happens at a time we're doing a live, I got video evidence. I'd be like, look, Carla.
You guys, you don't even want to see our text message and our voice audio.
Oh, no. There,
we have Kelly Thorpe too in our group.
There is a meme that I saw the other day of this big bonfire, and the message on it was something along the lines like, what my BFF will do when I die because of her text messages. Get out. We all ruin our lives or going to jail. And I was like,
That's, yep. Yeah.
Especially with Kelly. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Kelly. Kelly Thorpe. I love her. We
love you.
We do. And she is part of our lives as well. So if you catch lives with Kelly and Patrice, and then Kelly and I, and then the three of us do our LinkedIn audio events once a month. And then we are planning some special things. So stay tuned to that.
Yes.
Oh, we're all about shaking things up, the three of us. That's why we partner up. And we are bringing some amazing things coming to you this summer. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, definitely. We have some good things coming along, but
I guess we should talk about our masterclass.
Am I back? A call was just coming in.
Oh, yes, you're there. You're
okay. So yes, let's talk about the masterclass. June 27th. Yeah. What are we talking about?
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. What is the masterclass
about? This is how it goes at times.
If you guys saw some of my posts, and I have the link to sign up. We'll also put this in the comment section. It's all about contractor versus employee. Leveraging the law, making sure that you are not discriminating against either your current employees, or you're making sure that we're protecting you so that you're not looking at your contractor and giving them tasks where they should actually be an employee, because they can sue you. Patrice, do you want to talk more about that?
Yes.
Because that's not my thing, but
yes,
that is your piece.
Yes. So as Carla said, the whole thing behind it, and I guess maybe we should introduce ourselves to kind of lead into why we are the ones teaching this class.
Everybody knows who we are because we're so popular.
So go ahead, Carla. Let's talk about why they should listen to us.
Oh, yeah.
And talking about this class.
Oh, not because we're entertaining. But so I'm Carla Euchman. I'm founder and wealth planner of Artemis Wealth Management, and I'm not your father's advisor. And I work with women and historically excluded communities where I create a space for you to build wealth your way. And I do that through education, financial planning, investment management, and small business resources. And I just want to make sure that you are able to really have the education for money and doing it the way that other communities have always had education for. And that is who I am. And the reason that we're doing this masterclass is because I do help small business owners structure their retirement plans. And that is one of my expertise. I've been doing this for over 11 years. This is my own firm. And that is also another reason why I partnered up with Patrice, because we need legal in our lives. And if we're not protecting our money, and that's the whole thing, we're building wealth. But if we're not protecting ourselves, we're going to lose all that money. And that is why we have Patrice here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And, as Cara said, I am Patrice Tisdale. I am a legal strategist. One of the things I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I loved the framing that came out of it, is that I offer new kind of legal for a new kind of union, new kind of organization. So what that means, I work with organizations to help them clear the path. Like if you are an employee-centric, team-centric organization and you want to make sure that you're getting it right, I'm your person. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I
you're
am
muted.
general counsel for, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, sorry. So I'm general counsel for organizations that are focused on, kind of service oriented unions, business owners that are service oriented. I make sure that they have confidence in how they've structured their business, how they're operating their business, and then the contracts that they're using, we get a fully vetted path for them towards their goals. So part of what I was joking around about, looking out at what's going on in the community, I am very much in your business. I very much want to be at, some of your meetings, the decisions that you're making, because all business decisions are legal decisions. So if you're looking to expand, that could be your footprint in your practices, your team, etc. This is where I would come in, because you want to talk about it, as Carla said, not just from the wealth standpoint, because the wealth is, of course, very important. That's what we're all here for, but also ensuring that you're doing it in a way that protects that wealth. And if you want to be aggressive in how you're building that wealth, make sure that you can contemplate and think about the possibilities. So you're going in eyes wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about the independent contractor or employee, my current one of my current roles clients, we actually work on behalf of a lot of gig workers. And so there are situations where you label the person as a gig worker, label the person as a contractor. Everybody wants to have their own business, but then the way that you treat them may actually make them an employee. And so, why does that matter for you as a business owner? Makes a difference, because should hit the fan, and they are upset and they go to complain to whichever government agency, that government agency now comes in and they are going to look at what documents you've had this person sign, what the daily responsibilities look like, what your daily management of the person looks like, etc. So they're going to dig all in your business. And sometimes, depending on what comes from that investigation, they may also report that to other agencies. So think
Mm-hmm.
IRS, the state tax department, your unemployment, your workers' comp, because if they're employees, you should be paying into those things. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not, I'm not, it sounds drastic and it sounds scary. And I have helped, clients through investigations along those lines. But this is part of why we decided to put this class out there so we can talk about that. Um, because if you don't have them classified properly, then if you have, especially when you have a mixed team, right? You can bring Carla in. She's not going to necessarily go into those details and she can talk about it, but you have your employees that are getting certain benefits and you have independent contractors that are not. And then someone comes along and says, no, this independent contractor is actually an employee outside of just the wages. Guess what? Those benefits, you're going to have to figure out to include them in there as well. So
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna stop talking. Carla, you can, jump in as it comes to the benefits aspect of
You're
things.
funny.
Um, because I know I get on my soapbox, right? Like it's one of my things. So I will talk a whole bunch. So I'm gonna sip my tea, coffee, and let Carla.
Drink your coffee. Um, uh, no, that she's exactly right, because when I'm helping business owners with their retirement packages, so that's like the number one thing that I see business owners miss out on, is they are putting so much energy and into their business that they forget about creating packages, benefit packages, not just for themselves, but for their employees as well. And I'm not going to see if the employees are being discriminated against. I'm not going to see how much they're getting paid per se, like depending on how things are structured. I'm not going to see if that person should be an employee and not contracted. I'm just getting certain documents, and
Mhm.
whatever you share with me is how we're going to create a retirement package for you. But there's so many
Mhm.
different ways to also do that depending on how many employees you have and how much you're paying them. And also, when it comes to developing these packages, you could be discriminating against the employees through matching, and
Mhm.
you're not trying to, but we set up something, let's say a 401k. There's so many other different options, but we're going to use 401k because it's the easiest to,
Mhm.
because most people understand what a 401k is because they've worked in corporate America. They get matching, right? So an employer can match up to like 3% or 4%, whatever that looks like. But if you are doing that and maybe your workforce is very diverse, or you have a wide range of employees making different salaries, you could be discriminating against those employees. And I'm not going, first of all, I'm not a legal expert whatsoever in any of that, so
Mhm.
I'm not going to be able to help you, and that's why Patrice is here. um, and but we also want to make sure that we're structuring these packages correctly. And so all this goes hand in hand because one, I want to make sure that you are saving not only for yourself as a business owner, but also your employees for their futures. And two, we're maximizing your tax exposure as an employer. And let's say you have 3 people on your team that are contractors and maybe they should be employees. Well, now we just opened up a new way for you to be able to save for retirement, keep those people on your staff instead of having them as contractors, and you can also help with your tax exposure. So all these things go hand in hand,
Mhm.
and we'll be talking about on my side the differences between different types of packages that you can do, benefit packages, so 401ks, SEP IRAs, all those things. I'll break that down and you'll understand how each one works and the high level of maybe this would work for you. We're not going to be able to give specific advice to people. Patrice and I will have an opportunity for you all to set up a one-on-one with us and we can deep dive into those things. But
Mhm.
this at least gets you thinking. And if you already have something set up, you'll at least know, hey, that's messed up. I know that for a fact because I attended this masterclass and I need to hire one of you or both of you.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So,
So, like in overall high level, as Carla says, we're going to be looking at first. We're going to talk about in the masterclass, talk about the structure of your business. What is your team made up of? What do they look like? And with Carla, it's, as Carla mentioned, for the discriminatory impact of things, it's what do they actually look like as well, right? Do you have a
mhm,
diverse team? And do they culturally understand what it means when you are contributing to, or you have a matching? Like, so Carla will talk to you, when I become involved, part of Carla's conversation with you is also talking about that, right? Like if we're on your team, both her and I can have that conversation as
mhm,
to what may be the best option for you, for your business as the numbers work, for what that retirement package and our benefits look like. So you have a business, you have a team, you're looking to expand, or you're looking to attract new talent on your team, or keep in the talent that you have. We will talk about how you can set that, how you attract them by making
mhm,
them employees, as an example. Or there may be other incentives you may want to offer if they are a contractor. You're not necessarily at the stage of doing, full-time employee as yet, or bringing on an additional person. So
mhm,
if you're looking to expand your team, what are the ways you can do so? It's through making sure that it's structured properly, and then making sure that you have the appropriate incentive set up, which is where Carla comes in. So that's kind of the high level. We'll get into the details, as she said, of it, but that's why you should come to the class, right?
yep,
If you feel fit in any of those, whether your organization or small business that you're thinking about it, or you have started doing it, because we've seen that a lot too. So it's a no judgment zone. We see people that come along and it's, oh, they have a lot of things going on and they're just running, running, running. And now
Hmm.
they're like, okay, I should probably like stop in and look
Hmm.
at what we're doing. So
Yeah.
um, join us.
Yeah. Well, we're up on our time because
Yes.
we're both long winded. So I'm looking at the clock.
I know. I've been like kind of watching it in the corner,
Uh,
like, all right.
we're done. Um, so we'll put the link, like I said, in the comment section so that you can sign up and share it with any business owners that you know that have a team.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody needs to get a hold of us, for me, you can send me a DM. You can visit my website, artemiswealth.net. And you can visit me on the socials, Carly Euchman. And Patrice, how can people get a hold of you?
Um, Social media. It's Tracy Tisdale. I'm not as when I started this. Remember, I just talked about businesses just running and then catching up. So it's Tracy Tisdale on Facebook, Patrice Tisdale on LinkedIn. You could always, set an appointment. It's meetwithpatrice.com, or my website, reallawesq.com. So, and we will, yeah, reach out. And if nothing else, we'll see you on the 27th of June at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
All
Okay,
right.
everyone. See you later.